So I wanted to say hello to everyone and welcome to today's webinar, Maximize Loyalty and Revenue with Gift Cards. I wanted to especially hear this talk about gift cards today since the holiday season is fast approaching and gift card offers are just an incredible, great way to increase revenue. But before we get started with today's presentation, I wanted to go over a few things. Feel free to ask questions at any time during the presentation. There's a Q&A box to submit your questions on the side panel or at the bottom of your screen. We will be taking time to answer those at the end of today's talk. And feel free to take notes if you'd like to, but you don't have to worry. We're going to record today's session and we're going to send a follow-up email after the presentation. Now that everything is taken care of, it's my pleasure to introduce you to today's speaker. Today we have Kate Sykes. Kate manages channel partner relationships for Mindbody and Booker platforms. Kate, you can take it away.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Just confirm you guys can hear me. I am absolutely thrilled to be on this call today. Again, my name is Kate Sykes, and I'm part of the business development organization at Mindbody, which means that I work very closely with our partners. So if you've ever visited the partner marketplace and taken a look around at some of those solutions to help you be able to drive revenue, to help you be able to build out reporting, those are really, that's my job. Those are the people that I work to support and make sure that they're doing a really good job of supporting you. So I'm just thrilled to be speaking with you directly today. And also just a little bit about me. You know, I have been with Mindbody for a few years. I am based out of our New York City office. If you didn't know, Mindbody has an office in New York. So I'm in downtown Manhattan, and it's a very rainy, chilly day here. And the light flipped off. So that's a little bit about me. But I want to dive right in just to give you guys some context, because this is this is our partner-focused monthly webinar for anyone that's possibly joining for the first time. Mindbody cards and key tags under the hood is actually powered by a really great partnership we have with another company. So they're essentially just the vendor of our physical cards and key tags, but do keep in mind that Mindbody owns everything else about this. So we really did that, and we partnered in that way to make sure that using cards and key tags and getting support while using them is very easy and centralized with your Mindbody account. Okay, so let us dive right in. Amanda did mention that we've kind of strategically scheduled this conversation for the end of October going into the holiday season, right? And we all know that this time of year is a great time to maximize on gift card sales and really promote that option to our customers because it's a fantastic revenue driver. But what we're looking at here is a year-over-year snapshot of revenue climbing from gift card sales every single year, right? And looking at 2018, it capped at $720 billion in gift card sales in the United States. That's insane. So we want to make sure at Mindbody that you guys are getting full access to everything that you can do in your account, as well as some pro tips and tricks for actually using gift cards and making them a really impactful thought to your customers. So let's talk a little bit more in a little bit more detail about why you actually should be using them if you're not already. Retention is really key. When you sell a gift card, you're capturing that revenue outright, which is fantastic, but you're also guaranteeing that someone else is going to be physically coming back in the door. And the vast majority, 90% of people who get a gift card are going to go and use it within the first couple of months. So this is something to remember as we go into the holiday season. Because you do want to make sure that you still have people coming back through the doors into the new year. So keep that in mind. Something else I want to call out, of course, is that with gift cards, you're able to apply your own brand. With Mindbody cards, you can actually put your logo or design the look and feel of your cards so that they're really branded to you. And that is a great way to get your brand out there during the holiday season. A lot of gift cards, as we just saw, are going to be sold over the next 2 months. So this is a great way to get your brand in front of people's faces, get it in their pockets. It's really kind of self-generating marketing, right? Couple more stats for those of us that love the numbers here. I'm definitely one of them. Is that the average gift card amount is about $45, maybe a little bit above that in massage. I know I heard we have 1 or 2 people on the call from beauty and wellness. But What's really awesome about that number is that 72% of people who receive a gift card and come back to redeem it are actually going to spend more out of pocket. If you think about it psychologically, that makes a lot of sense because they've gotten a gift that's like their free money. And if they go in for a class, maybe they are more readily going to buy some refreshments or some merchandise. Or if they go in for a massage, maybe they're going to buy some products on their way out because it feels like they're spending less. So just keep that in mind. And also another just kind of gobsmacking stat here is that 42% last year in 2018, 42% of all gift cards sold by our Mindbody users, that's you guys, were sold between Thanksgiving and the 1st of January 2019. That's insane. And obviously there was a lot of money attached to those sales. So let's make sure that we're using these. Let's make sure that we're using these in a smart way as well. As I go into how to thrive with gift cards over the holiday season, what I'd love for you guys to do, and just be thinking about this in the chat, obviously think of questions and throw them in there and we'll address them at the end. But also be thinking creatively about maybe some ways that you have boosted your gift card sales in the past. Something creative you've done, maybe to display them. If you're making it gift ready and you're putting like a little ornamental, snowflake, like a regular greeting card holder, and then you're actually clipping your gift cards to them at the desk. Don't underestimate the power of kind of the visuals of all of this. It's proven, that consumers that are standing at checkout and there are additional things in front of them that they can physically pick up are going to do that. So keep that in mind and throw it in the chat if you've done anything cool like that in the past that's been really successful. We'll kind of share that as a community here. Another interesting one that I happen to love is cross promotions. So if you think about your local kind of marketplace, and you have your fitness studio, but across the street or down the block, there is a massage parlor. If you collaborate with other businesses in your community, you're actually giving something really unique to your consumers, and you're basically saying, yes, you're here for a fitness class, but as you're leaving and you're thinking about someone that you're gift shopping for that winter holiday season, I here can actually sell you this, experience or this bundle. And obviously from a technical standpoint, we would collaborate with our neighbors to make sure that everything is preloaded so you can sell it from anywhere. So it's just another kind of fun idea for how you can be unique and really make your brand shine as someone who understands what the holidays are all about, right? Giving. And on top of that, and speaking of giving, let's talk about some other ideas for how you can motivate both internally and when it comes to your customers. Really kind of fun idea that I see and I get a lot of good feedback from every single year is creating maybe a sales contest for your team internally, right? Things get busy during the holidays, things get a little stressful, but if you can make it fun and maybe have a little giveaway based on these upsells to gift cards, your team can really get involved and they can actually directly contribute to revenue through the season, which is fantastic. And when it comes to discounts, hear me out because I know we don't always want to discount everything, but we can use them in a really smart way over the holiday season by discounting to incentivize when we want people to buy, right? So the top example there on the right, we're talking about we want to lock down revenue before it gets too close to the end of December and the beginning of the year, before people start to travel and be less engaged in actually buying. So maybe you're going to give them a little discount, a little nod for buying something early, getting their holiday shopping done early. Or maybe we're really looking to just kind of boost revenue as much as we can to get bigger spenders in the door because they tend to be our repeat customers. So maybe we're going to incentivize if they spend a little bit more on a gift card this holiday season. Just a couple ideas, and again, you can kind of react to those in the chat. I'd love to hear your questions and any ideas, like I said, that you guys have tried in the past that have been really successful. This is a great forum to share those. Now, I'm talking a lot about the value of gift cards because this is a seasonal opportunity and I want to make sure that we're all prepared for it and that we can get any questions or ideas out on the table. But I would be remiss not to also give a nod to Mindbody key tags. All right, we want to make sure these don't get lost in the holiday shuffle. These are a fantastic marketing tool. Again, putting your brand, your logo in people's pockets or on their key ring at all times. We're really creating this premier experience for our customers as well. So if they can walk in and check themselves in by just simply scanning their card at the desk, not only are we making it a great experience for them and they can get in and they can get to it, but we're also freeing up your staff. So instead of needing them to physically click something on the computer for each guest that arrives, we're letting them do other work and really focus on a great experience as kind of a customer service representative as well. Last and certainly not least, though, is that don't forget that once the holidays are done, we are going full steam ahead into January, which is notoriously when people decide that it is time to take that class. It is time to, enter the year in the right way. So make sure that you're prepared for that. If you do use these key tags, make sure that you have some, in your store so that there's no hold up and you're not telling someone that they can get one as soon as they arrive. Okay. Now, how do we actually put this into place? I am going to assume, and you can respond to this in the chat, but I'm going to assume that many of us on the call today do actually use gift cards, or that some of this information isn't brand new. I hope that I can give you very clear pointers on how you can get started if you haven't used these before. So I'll remind you that we actually have a website called mindbodycards.com. I've just put a QR code up here on the screen. If you are watching the video presentation right now and you want to hold up your phone, just turn on your camera. You don't need to take a picture or anything, but this will actually bookmark that website for you so you can take a look around later on. If not, no worries, we can send you the web address. But this website is going to feature a bunch of really cool resources for you. Obviously, you can look around. You can see all the different types of products that we actually have for you. You can make inquiries if you have any questions and design all of your cards to look just how you like them. And then if you do choose to order, or you want to order anything through the rest of the year, you can always come back to this website and log in to track that in real time so you know when it's showing up on your doorstep. We're really trying to make it an easy one-stop shop for you. And again, if you're watching, this is just a quick screen grab of what's available to you on that website. Many of you have probably seen it before, but as a reminder, very easy to use. And if you do run into any questions while you're there, there's a chat feature in the lower right-hand corner of the screen to help you out in real time. That actually brings me to something that I mentioned at the top of this call, but I'll reiterate. The reason that we partnered with a gift card printing company in the way that we did here at Mindbody is to make sure that everything is simple for you, right? That was really what we wanted to do. So because of that, because we own all of this support and all of this information effectively in-house, you never have to doubt whether the card that you're getting is going to work with Mindbody or work with your hardware, right? If you want to swipe those credit cards through a reader, or if you want to scan them through a barcode scanner, you know that's going to work. There are also, numerous walkthrough pages of both how to get started and how to troubleshoot if you do run into any problems right there on Mindbody's support pages. And as always, you can call a team member here at Mindbody or chat us to get help if you ever need it. Again, one of the great things about Mindbody cards and key tags is it's built right into the system, so it's incredibly intuitive. But we're always here as well if you want to just call into a support rep and ask some of the questions like what we've talked about today. Like, what's a really good way to maximize this? What's a great way to set this up to make sure that it's going to be a good return on my investment? So I'm just going to pull back here to show us everything that we have looked at today. And I'm going to pause here as well, and thank you so much for listening to me chat and chatter at you. But you can tell I'm obviously really into this, and I get very excited about being able to help enable you to make a lot of money this season. So I'd like to pause now. Amanda, if you could maybe start looking through some of the chats, and we will answer some questions and maybe get some conversation started.
All right, thank you so much, Kate. That was a beautiful presentation. All right, folks, so we're going to take some time for Q&A now. So if you want to put in your question in the Q&A box or in the chat, we'll go right in and ask Kate some questions. So we see one in the chat box from Lee Mock. So Lee asked, does MBO branded web currently support gift card receivers to be able to redeem online, or is it just in studio or via email or phone?
Great question. So we can actually we can process those online. It's built right into the user experience. But also to reiterate, you are definitely able to use them in store, and you can take them over the phone or via email as well, because all your staff would need to do, all your team would need to do is just go ahead and plug that number into the order.
Thank you. So a question from Mariana, do gift cards include sleeves or envelopes?
Ooh, I love your question, Mariana. They absolutely do. And if you guys take a moment at some point today or maybe this weekend just to take a look at that website, you can really get into the nitty-gritty of all of the different options that we have. But in addition to the cards and different formattings of like shapes and formats of key tags, we also do sell really beautiful sleeves that can also be customized. Now, if you're looking to get this rolling this holiday season, but customization, even like on the outside of the sleeve, isn't super important to you, we also do have pre-designed options that are beautiful, sleek. But yes, to answer your question, you can order all of that stuff from the same website at mindbodycards.com.
And a follow-up, can those gift cards be scanned through their credit card readers?
Yes, they can. So there are actually a couple of different types of cards that you can purchase from that site. The standard, or what we recommend, can be both swiped and scanned using a barcode scanner. So that's really up to you and how you want to run it in business. I would say as a consumer, the swiped card usually makes the most sense, doesn't it? Because it feels, we equate it to a gift card or to a credit card like that. But the standard cards you'll be getting at that site feature both of those options.
Perfect. So we have a question from Sam, and he was interested to know how you can track gift card stats in Mindbody for staff contests. Is that possible?
Yeah, let me double check on this for you, Sam. But the way we should be able to track that is the staff or customer associate that's attached to the order. So we would want to make sure that they were adding themselves to like the employee line item to receive credit for that sale. And then we can just pull it through reporting.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I just wanted to share a comment that we got from Sam. I guess it's not really a question, but he mentioned that he purchased some small gift boxes that fit the gift card so they can wrap them up, which is pretty nice.
Isn't that a fantastic idea? And it's that much more special, like for the end user, if you will, like the person who's actually getting the gift. It's just a great experience. And Sam, I appreciate you sharing some of your creative ideas with us because we are a community here at Mindbody, and being able to share stuff like that that's worked in the past is really powerful. So putting them in little gift boxes is a great idea. You could even, you could put them inside or be able to sell them along with like a greeting card so that it can go straight in the mail. These are all great ideas for making it just really, really engaging for your customers.
And I have a question from Terry. You may have answered this already, but can cards be scanned on the point system?
They can be scanned on the point system, yes.
Okay, fabulous. So we have a question from Benjamin. What's the dollar amount or strategy for how to sell a gift card? What do you recommend?
This is a fantastic question. So obviously this can be like all over the board, and there are a bunch of strategies you could go with. What I tend to encourage Mindbody users to think about is the experience of that gift card. So we talked about how kind of the average gift card price is about $45 or $50. I think that it's more meaningful to target it as the experience. So if you are a fitness studio, selling the gift card as a class. So it equates to that dollar value, but it's more engaging as a story for someone who'd be purchasing it to give it to a loved one. And for massage, same thing. You can sell just a gift card that is a massage, or maybe it's a massage and a bundle. But I tend to think that we see the data surrounding this a lot too, that if the card is being sold as a full experience rather than just cash, that can be very motivating. Otherwise, I think that you can, as you know, in Mindbody, you can sell gift cards for any amounts in point of sale, or you can preload them with a certain dollar amount. If you're going to do that, I tend to find that just a preloaded dollar amount, having a few of them laying around at like $100 tends to be something that, especially holiday shoppers, figure like, or 25 incrementally of $25, I should say, but 25, 50, 100, they find that just mentally, that's like, great, let's get it and check that person off my list. We all think that way during the holidays. So yeah, the incrementals of $25 allow someone to really upsell themselves, or just selling as an experience is very effective as well.
Okay, thank you.
Amanda, we still have you?
Yes, I'm here.
Great.
So Joe asks, what's the ideal window of time to begin these gift card initiatives prior to the holidays?
Great question, Joe. Really, there's no wrong answer because people celebrate the holidays in different ways and at different times for the next 2 months. But one of the reasons that we scheduled this webinar for today, right at the end of October, is strategically, this is kind of when we at Mindbody would encourage you to start thinking about it. I would say in the next couple of weeks, certainly, be prepared for Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, right? That's something we want to get ahead of. You can easily use your Mindbody tools to market toward that. But I would say having some gift cards on hand by the end of November, mid to end of November, is a really great strategic move. And remember too that you can use discounts or just marketing to incentivize sales all the way through the new year, and then there are more holidays even after the new year. We go straight into Valentine's Day and all that, right? So it's not as though you're going to miss anything this season, but I would encourage you to have something on hand there and have some kind of something available for your customers to start purchasing probably towards the end of November.
Okay, perfect. Well, I just wanted to thank you so much for your presentation. Okay, so we do have one more question from Sam. There was a discussion of preloaded gift cards, but I don't think you can do that as a customer needs to pay and have the gift card associated with their account. Could you share more on that?
Yeah, absolutely, Sam, and I don't mean to confuse you. Let me do this though, so I don't confuse anyone. Let me take that offline, and then Amanda and I can confirm with you and kind of send information out as a follow-up on that directly to you guys. There have been some functionalities between different partnerships that I could be conflating into this idea, which is not what I want to do. So let me take that back offline and I'll confirm with you. For now, thanks so much for your patience. I appreciate it.
Okay, perfect. So I think that's going to be enough for our Q&A. I just wanted to thank you so much for your presentation today, Kate. And I also wanted to thank everyone for attending today's webinar. I know there's so much more to learn regarding this topic. So if you're looking for more details, make sure to visit us at mindbodyonline.com or Mindbody Support. Thank you for joining us today and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.